Greetings from Exam Heist. We have identified important exam questions. Practice these important questions 2-3 times to get 100% success in exam. Subscribe and comment, share PDF in the below comment section to get PDF of these 40 important questions. If you want to access full dump, please visit www.examheist.com. We have 24/7 support available for your doubts and exam queries. Question 1. The company employs a team of customer service agents to provide telephone and email support to customers. The company develops a web chatbot to provide automated answers to common customer queries. Which business benefit should the company expect as a result of creating the web chatbot solution? Option A, increased sales. Option B, a reduced workload for the customer service agents. Option C, improved product reliability. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, a reduced workload for the customer service agents. Question 2. For a machine learning progress, how should you split data for training and evaluation? Option A, use features for training and labels for evaluation. Option B, randomly split the data into rows for training and rows for evaluation. Option C, use labels for training and features for evaluation. Option D, randomly split the data into columns for training and columns for evaluation. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, randomly split the data into rows for training and rows for evaluation. Question 3. You build a machine learning model by using the automated machine learning user interface. So you need to ensure that the model meets the Microsoft transparency principle for responsible AI. What should you do? Option A, set validation type to auto. Option B, enable explain best model. Option C, set primary metric to accuracy. Option D, set max concurrent iterations to 0. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, enable explain best model. Question 4. You are designing an AI system that empowers everyone, including people who have hearing, visual, and other impairments. This is an example of which Microsoft guiding principle for responsible AI? Option A, fairness. Option B, inclusiveness. Option C, reliability and safety. Option D, accountability. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, inclusiveness. Question 5. You are building an AI system. Which tasks should you include to ensure that the service meets the Microsoft transparency principle for responsible AI? Option A, ensure that all visuals have an associated text that can be read by a screen reader. Option B, enable auto-scaling to ensure that a service scales based on demand. Option C, provide documentation to help developers debug code. Option D, ensure that a training dataset is representative of the population. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, provide documentation to help developers debug code. Question 6. Your company is exploring the use of voice recognition technologies in its smart home devices. The company wants to identify any barriers that might unintentionally leave out specific user groups. This is an example of which Microsoft guiding principle for responsible AI? Option A, accountability. Option B, fairness. Option C, inclusiveness. Option D, privacy and security. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, inclusiveness. Question 7. What are 3 Microsoft guiding principles for responsible AI? Each correct answer presents a complete solution note. Each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A, knowledgeability. Option B, decisiveness. Option C, inclusiveness. Option D, fairness. Option E, opinionatedness. Option F, reliability and safety. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, inclusiveness. Option D, fairness. Option F, reliability and safety. Question 8. You run a charity event that involves posting photos of people wearing sunglasses on Twitter. You need to ensure that you only retweet photos that meet the following requirements. Include one or more faces. Contain at least one person wearing sunglasses. What should you use to analyze the images? Option A, the verify operation in the face service. Option B, the detect operation in the face service. Option C, the describe image operation in the computer vision service. Option D, the analyze image operation in the computer vision service. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, the detect operation in the face service. Question 9. When you design an AI system to assess whether loans should be approved, the factors used to make the decision should be explainable. This is an example of which Microsoft guiding principle for responsible AI. Option A, transparency. Option B, inclusiveness. Option C, fairness. Option D, privacy and security. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, transparency. Question 10. You are building an AI-based app. You need to ensure that the app uses the principles for responsible AI. Which two principles should you follow? Each correct answer presents part of the solution note. Each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A, implement an agile software development methodology. Option B, implement a process of AI model validation as part of the software review process. Option C, establish a risk governance committee that includes members of the legal team, members of the risk management team, and a privacy officer. Option D, prevent the disclosure of the use of AI-based algorithms for automated decision-making. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, implement a process of AI model validation as part of the software review process. Option C, establish a risk governance committee that includes members of the legal team, members of the risk management team, and a privacy officer. Question 11. You have the predicted versus true chart shown in the following exhibit. Which type of model is the chart used to evaluate? Option A, classification. Option B, regression. Option C, clustering. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, regression. Question 12. Which type of machine learning should you use to predict the number of gift cards that will be sold next month? Option A, classification. Option B, regression. Option C, clustering. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, regression. Question 13. You have a dataset that contains information about taxi journeys that occurred during a given period. You need to train a model to predict the fare of a taxi journey. What should you use as a feature? Option A, the number of taxi journeys in the dataset. Option B, the trip distance of individual taxi journeys. Option C, the fare of individual taxi journeys. Option D, the trip speed of individual taxi journeys. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, the trip distance of individual taxi journeys. Question 14. You need to predict the sea level in meters for the next 10 years. Which type of machine learning should you use? Option A, classification. Option B, regression. Option C, clustering. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, regression. Question 15. Which service should you use to extract text, key/value pairs, and table data automatically from scanned documents? Option A, form recognizer. Option B, text analytics. Option C, language understanding. Option D, custom vision. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, form recognizer. Question 16. You use Azure Machine Learning Designer to publish an inference pipeline. Which two parameters should you use to access the web service? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A, the model name. Option B, the training endpoint. Option C, the authentication key. Option D, the REST endpoint. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, the authentication key. Option D, the REST endpoint. Question 17. A medical research project uses a large anonymized dataset of brain scan images that are categorized into predefined brain hemorrhage types. You need to use machine learning to support early detection of the different brain hemorrhage types in the images before the images are reviewed by a person. This is an example of which type of machine learning? Option A, clustering. Option B, regression. Option C, classification. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, classification. Question 18. When training a model, why should you randomly split the rows into separate subsets? Option A, to train the model twice to attain better accuracy. Option B, to train multiple models simultaneously to attain better performance. Option C, to test the model by using data that was not used to train the model. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, to test the model by using data that was not used to train the model. Question 19. You are evaluating whether to use a basic workspace or an enterprise workspace in Azure Machine Learning. What are two tasks that require an enterprise workspace? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A, use a graphical user interface GUI to run automated machine learning experiments. Option B, create a compute instance to use as a workstation. Option C, use a graphical user interface GUI to define and run machine learning experiments from Azure Machine Learning Designer. Option D, create a dataset from a comma-separated value CSV file. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, use a graphical user interface GUI to run automated machine learning experiments. Option C, use a graphical user interface GUI to define and run machine learning experiments from Azure Machine Learning Designer. Question 20. You need to predict the income range of a given customer by using the following dataset. Which two fields should you use as features? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A, education level. Option B, last name. Option C, age. Option D, income range. Option E, first name. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, education level. Option C, age. Question 21. You are building a tool that will process images from retail stores and identify the products of competitors. The solution will use a custom model which Azure Cognitive Services service should you use? Option A, custom vision. Option B, form recognizer. Option C, face. Option D, computer vision. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, custom vision. Question 22. What are two metrics that you can use to evaluate a regression model? Each correct answer presents a complete solution note. Each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A, coefficient of determination, R2. Option B, F1, score. Option C, root mean squared error, RMSE. Option D, area under curve, AUC. Option E, balanced accuracy. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, coefficient of determination, R2. Option C, root mean squared error, RMSE. Question 23. Which type of machine learning should you use to identify groups of people who have similar purchasing habits? Option A, classification. Option B, regression. Option C, clustering. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, clustering. Question 24. Which metric can you use to evaluate a classification model? Option A, true positive rate. Option B, mean absolute RMA. Option C, coefficient of determination, R2. Option D, root mean squared error, RMSE. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, true positive rate. Question 25. Which two components can you drag onto a canvas in Azure Machine Learning Designer? Each correct answer presents a complete solution note. Each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A, dataset. Option B, compute. Option C, pipeline. Option D, module. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, dataset. Option D, module. Question 26. You need to create a training dataset and validation dataset from an existing dataset. Which module in the Azure Machine Learning Designer should you use? Option A, select columns in dataset. Option B, add rows. Option C, split data. Option D, join data. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, split data. Question 27. Which two actions are performed during the data ingestion and data preparation stage of an Azure machine learning process? Each correct answer presents part of the solution note. Each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A, calculate the accuracy of the model. Option B, score test data by using the model. Option C, combine multiple data sets. Option D, use the model for real-time predictions. Option E, remove records that have missing values. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, combine multiple data sets. Option E, remove records that have missing values. Question 28. You need to predict the animal population of an area. Which Azure machine learning type should you use? Option A, regression. Option B, clustering. Option C, classification. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, regression. Question 29. Which two languages can you use to write custom code for Azure Machine Learning Designer? Each correct answer presents a complete solution note. Each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A, Python. Option B, R. Option C, C. Option D, Scala. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, Python. Option B, R. Question 30. Your company wants to build a recycling machine for bottles. The recycling machine must automatically identify bottles of the correct shape and reject all other items. Which type of AI workload should the company use? Option A, anomaly detection. Option B, conversational AI. Option C, computer vision. Option D, natural language processing. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, computer vision. Question 31. In which two scenarios can you use the form recognizer service? Each correct answer presents a complete solution note. Each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A, extract the invoice number from an invoice. Option B, translate a form from French to English. Option C, find image of product in a catalog. Option D, identify the retailer from a receipt. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, extract the invoice number from an invoice. Option D, identify the retailer from a receipt. Question 32. You need to develop a mobile app for employees to scan and store their expenses while traveling. Which type of computer vision should you use? Option A, semantic segmentation. Option B, image classification. Option C, object detection. Option D, optical character recognition (OCR). Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, optical character recognition (OCR). Question 33. You are processing photos of runners in a race. You need to read the numbers on the runners' shirts to identify the runners in the photos. Which type of computer vision should you use? Option A, facial recognition. Option B, optical character recognition (OCR). Option C, image classification. Option D, object detection. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, optical character recognition (OCR). Question 34. You use drones to identify where weeds grow between rows of crops to send an instruction for the removal of the weeds. This is an example of which type of computer vision? Option A, object detection. Option B, optical character recognition (OCR). Option C, scene segmentation. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, object detection. Question 35. You need to determine the location of cars in an image so that you can estimate the distance between the cars. Which type of computer vision should you use? Option A, optical character recognition (OCR). Option B, object detection. Option C, image classification. Option D, face detection. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, object detection. Question 36. You send an image to a computer vision API and receive back the annotated image shown in the exhibit. Which type of computer vision was used? Option A, object detection. Option B, face detection. Option C, optical character recognition (OCR). Option D, image classification. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, object detection. Question 37. What are two tasks that can be performed by using the computer vision service? Each correct answer presents a complete solution note. Each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A, train a custom image classification model. Option B, detect faces in an image. Option C, recognize handwritten text. Option D, translate the text in an image between languages. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, detect faces in an image. Option C, recognize handwritten text. Question 38. What is a use case for classification? Option A. Predicting how many cups of coffee a person will drink based on how many hours the person slept the previous night. Option B. Analyzing the contents of images and grouping images that have similar colors. Option C. Predicting whether someone uses a bicycle to travel to work based on the distance from home to work. Option D. Predicting how many minutes it will take someone to run a race based on past race times. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Predicting whether someone uses a bicycle to travel to work based on the distance from home to work. Question 39. What are two tasks that can be performed by using computer vision? Each correct answer presents a complete solution note. Each correct selection is worth 1 point. Option A. Predict stock prices. Option B. Detect brands in an image. Option C. Detect the color scheme in an image. Option D. Translate text between languages. Option E. Extract key phrases. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Detect brands in an image. Option C. Detect the color scheme in an image. Question 40. You need to build an image tagging solution for social media that tags images of your friends automatically. Which Azure Cognitive Services service should you use? Option A. Face. Option B. Form Recognizer. Option C. Text Analytics. Option D. Computer Vision. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Face.